Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, February 28. Sectors in the services industry recorded strong growth levels in the last quarter of 2019. This is outlined in the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ's review of economic performance for the October to December 2019 period. PIOJ's Director General, Dr. Wayne Henry, says hotels and restaurants recorded the highest growth of 3.5%, followed by finance and insurance services at 3.4% and electricity and water supply at 2.7%. Other service industry subsectors recording growth were transport, storage and communication, real estate, renting and business services, wholesale and retail trade, repair and installation of machinery, and producers of government services. Meanwhile, agriculture, forestry, and fishing was the high performer under the goods-producing industry with growth of 3%.
This performance was supported by an increase of 4.2% in the area of the domestic crops reaped. The crop group vegetables accounted for the largest share of domestic crops reaped, that was 36.2%, and recorded a 2.9% increase in output. Total hectares under vegetable production increased by 0.3%.
Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie broke ground recently for the rehabilitation of the Hopewell market in Hanover. The $20 million work will be done over a 4-month period. The existing facility will be reinforced, expanded, and get a new roof, in addition to sanitary facilities and the installation of plumbing and electrical fixtures. The project also includes plans for a parking lot to facilitate vendors who operate from motor vehicles. Minister McKenzie says the project reaffirms government's commitment to the improvement of market infrastructure across the island.
Markets are critical to the country's economic survival. Many outstanding Jamaicans and many normal, ordinary Jamaicans, parents, operate out of markets. Many ride the trucks into Kingston to come to Coronation Market. Sleep in the back of the truck, sleep on stalls, just to ensure that they are able to provide for their families.
Mayor of Lucy, Councillor Sheridan Samuels, welcomed the project.
The refurbished market will not only alleviate the challenges of illegal vending on the street and blocking of the roads, but it will also improve the shopping experience of residents in the Hopewell space.
Minister McKenzie says every effort will be made to facilitate vendors while construction is underway. Government has received a donation of heavy-duty equipment to boost local disaster relief capacity. The donation comes from the United States Embassy in Kingston and the Department of Defense, U.S. Southern Command. The equipment were presented to local government Minister Desmond McKenzie on Monday. They include a 195-horsepower Case 712 F-Series front-end scoop loader and a Bobcat skid loader. Both are valued at over $250,000 and can be used for debris removal and clearing roads, among other things. Minister McKenzie says the donation is timely as it comes ahead of the next hurricane season, which runs from June 1 to November 30. Minister with Oversight for Education Carl Samuda says the $5 billion increase in his ministry's budget for the 2020-2021 fiscal year will support plans to significantly raise the standards of schools across the island. The increase over the current budget, which expires on March 31, is outlined in the estimates of expenditure now before Parliament. Minister Samuda says particular focus will be placed on ensuring schools are properly equipped with furniture and other supplies and infrastructure.
No school, no classroom must have a desk designed for 2, having 3 students at that desk. None. No classroom, no school should be devoid of proper sanitation. We want to raise the standard of our schools, no matter how small, no matter how large. We need to put our children in a learning environment that is conducive to enabling them to maximize their potential.
Mr. Samuda was addressing a recent consultation session for the Ministry of Education Region 4 held at the Montego Bay Convention Center in St. James. And finally, a trauma management team from the Ministry of Education's Region 4 office will be visiting the Rhodes Hall High School in Hanover on Monday, March 2, to provide grief counseling support to students and staff affected by the killing of a bus driver on the school compound Tuesday afternoon. Special support will be provided to the students who were transported by the bus driver. The ministry says the initial trauma management team that was mobilized was unable to gain access to the school compound as it was being treated as an active crime scene. Reports are that at approximately 12:40 p.m., two men on a motorbike gained access to the school compound and shot and killed bus driver Rayon McKenzie. The 31-year-old was contracted by the school to provide transportation services to students on path under the ministry's rural school bus program. Mr. McKenzie reportedly died on the compound after he was shot several times by the gunman. No other person was injured during the gun attack. In response, Minister with responsibility for the education portfolio, Carl Samuda, has reinforced the ministry's commitment to revisit all security arrangements and to do all that is humanly possible to ensure the security and safety of school personnel, especially children. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.